Good morning, dear students. In this video lecture, we will discuss classification of choppers in detail. So we are in chapter 2. We have discussed regarding mainly converters in the first half. Then we come across choppers. So in the last class, we have discussed regarding the concept of chopper and the chopper circuit. Actually, a chopper is a static device that converts fixed DC voltage into a variable output voltage. Fixed DC into variable DC output voltage. And the choppers are mainly classified into two types. They are step down chopper and step up chopper. The choppers are classified based on the output voltage we are getting. So accordingly, they are step down chopper and step up chopper. In step down chopper, the output voltage will be less than the input voltage, whereas in step up chopper, the output voltage will be more than the input voltage. So we have derived the expression for step down chopper as V naught is equal to alpha Vs. V naught is equal to alpha Vs, where alpha is the duty cycle. Duty cycle is nothing but T on by total time. And we have also derived the expression for step up chopper. V naught is equal to Vs by 1 minus alpha. So in step down chopper, we are getting voltage which is more than, in step down chopper we are getting voltage, output voltage which is less than supply voltage. V naught will be less than Vs. In step up chopper we are getting output voltage which is more than input voltage. So V naught is more than Vs in step up chopper and V naught is less than Vs in step down chopper. And we have discussed control methods in choppers. The control methods are mainly two types. Those are pulse width modulation technique and second one is constant frequency control. In pulse width modulation technique, we are changing the width of the pulse. Accordingly, we are controlling the output of the chopper. In second one, we are changing the frequency. That means the time period we are changing, keeping on time is kept constant. We are keeping either on time or off time of the chopper as a constant. And the choppers we have discussed in that last class. We have discussed the applications of chopper. The choppers are mainly used in subway cars, trolley buses, battery operated vehicles, battery charging circuits, marine hoists, forklift trucks, mine haulers, and speed control of DC motors. And these are also used in braking and speed control of DC motors. So these are the main applications of choppers. So these concepts we have learned in the last class. Today we are going to discuss the types of choppers based on the output voltage and output current we are getting from the chopper. Depending on the voltage across load and current through the load, the choppers are mainly classified into five types. They are class A chopper, class B chopper, class C chopper, class D chopper, and class E chopper. So these are the main choppers. So this class A chopper is called also called as first quadrant chopper. And this class B chopper is also called as second quadrant chopper. And this class C and D are two quadrant choppers. In class C we are getting operation in 1 and 2. In class D we are getting operation in 1 and 2. We are going to see how that circuit operation will be there in concerned quarters. So depending on the output voltage and current, So if both output voltage and current are positive, we are calling it as first quadrant. Like that we are going to see. Class E chopper, we are getting operation in all the four quadrants. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. In all the four quadrants, we are getting operation. We are going to see this classification of choppers based on the output voltage and the output current we are getting through the choppers. And this class E chopper is also called as four quadrant chopper because we are getting operation in all the four quadrants. Mainly classified as these five types depending on output voltage and current. Output voltage and output current, class A chopper, class B chopper, class C chopper, class D chopper and class E chopper. We are going to discuss the circuit operation in detail regarding all these five. Now, class A chopper, the class A chopper, the output voltage is positive and output current is positive. So that's why we are getting operation in first quadrant. The output voltage is positive and current also flows in the positive direction. Positive direction. Hence it is called a first quadrant chopper or class A chopper. So when we are operating the chopper circuit, we are assuming positive direction of voltage and direction of current. If the supply voltage is applied across the load when we are operating the chopper in the same direction, then we are calling it as positive voltage, and current flows in the same direction, then we are calling it as positive current. So when we are operating class A chopper, this voltage and current are positive. That's why it is operating in first quadrant. We are going to see the circuit operation of class A chopper now. So this is class A chopper, and here we are having the DC supply voltage. This DC supply voltage will be connected to load through a chopper. Actually, a chopper is nothing but here we are placing a polytronic component. That is, we are placing a SCR, and this SCR will be having the gate circuit and the commutation circuit. So we are closing and opening the switch fastly according to the requirement. Then that concerned output will be appearing across the load. So this is chopper, and here we are placed a diode across the load, and this diode is also called as freewheeling diode. Freewheeling diode. This is a waveform representation for class A chopper. We are going to discuss the operation of chopper. First of all, we need to mainly focus on two modes. Whenever the chopper is on, how the circuit will behave, and we will also discuss when the chopper is off, how the circuit will behave. So if you understand these two modes, then the circuit operation will be easier. So here DC supply is there. This DC supply will be available across the chopper, and here this positive terminal of battery will be connected to P layer of SCR. This negative terminal will be connected through load for N type of layer of SCR. Then SCR is forward biased. If we trigger the SCR, then the supply will be flowing through here inductor and through load. So in this closed path, the current will be flowing. So current will be flowing in this closed path when the chopper will switch it on. So here the current will be flowing in this closed path. When the current is flowing, here the voltage is positive and current also positive. Current also positive. So here across load, so the terminal will be here, the topmost terminal will be plus and the bottommost terminal will be minus. We are assuming voltage is positive. The similar lines when the chopper is on, This plus terminal will be appeared across the load, and this minus terminal will be applied across the load. In the same direction, the current also flows from top to bottom. So here we are getting voltage as positive and current also positive. So current we are assuming, if current flows from top to bottom, the current is positive. So when we switch on the chopper, the current will be flowing in the same direction of assumed current. That's why the current is positive. And when we are switching on, the voltage is also appearing in the same lines. So that's why voltage is also positive. Current is positive, voltage also positive. So that's why we are getting the operation in first quadrant. First quadrant we are getting the operation. So we are going to see the waveform representation. This is the representation whenever the chopper is switched on, and we are going to observe the waveform whenever the chopper is off. We have to observe whenever the chopper is off. Whenever the chopper is off, there won't be any closed path for current, and if there is any inductance which is available in the load, this inductor energy will drive the current in the same path as like earlier one, but due to open circuit the current won't flow in this direction. The current will flow through the freewheeling diode. Current will flow through the freewheeling diode for a short duration of time whenever the chopper is off. So whenever chopper is on, voltage positive, current positive. So we are getting operation in first quadrant. First quadrant. So these are the waveforms when we are operating the circuits. We are going to observe the waveform representation. So this is for gate pulse which is appeared across the SCR. So when we are applying gate pulse, the SCR will be turned on for a duration. This is on time of the SCR. So for this much amount of time, the SCR will be turned on. When the SCR is on, the current is flowing through the load and it will be increasing slowly, and there will be a voltage drop across the load. So by using some commutation circuit, when we are turning off the SCR, due to available energy of inductor, the current will circulate in this closed path and current will slowly decrease, and the voltage across load will be the voltage across freewheeling diode, which is almost zero. Which is almost zero. Again, when we are turning on the SCR, the current will slowly increase, and when we turn off the SCR, current will slowly decrease, and this will become zero. And if there is any voltage back EMF available across the load, so that will be represented like this. Across the load, if there is any back EMF, that will be present for a short duration, even though the current is zero. Even though the current is zero in the circuit, due to that back EMF, there will be a small voltage available across the load. So in this case, if we observe, whenever the on time is less than half time, here on time is low and half time is more. And if we increase the on time and if we reduce the half time, the waveforms will be like this. The similar lines, whenever the chopper is on, the current will be increasing and it is reaching maximum value and the current decreases. And whenever the chopper is on, we are getting the output voltage. Whenever the chopper is off, there won't be any output voltage. And as the current is not reaching zero and we are switching on the chopper, that's why again the current increases. Similar lines, we are getting the voltage. So this is the waveform representation for class A chopper when we are operating with the T on is greater than T off. So this is regarding class A chopper. In class A chopper, we are getting output voltage as positive, current as positive. So this is the reference axis we are taking. So above these values are positive and below these values are negative. Suppose if we take it as 0 and if we get plus 5 amps as current, then it is positive. Suppose minus 5 or minus 2, minus 1, these are all negative. So above these axes are positive. Here also above these axes are positive. So we are getting voltage as positive, current also positive. So this is regarding class A chopper. It is working in first quadrant, therefore it is called as class A chopper. In this quadrant, V0 and I0 are positive. It is an example of step down chopper. So whenever the chopper is on, during T on, inductor stores the energy and output is Vs. V0 is equal to Vs. Whenever the chopper is off, inductor releases the energy and output is 0. So this is regarding class A chopper. The next one is class B chopper. So in class B chopper, V0 is positive, current is negative. We are getting operation in second quadrant. Second quadrant. So this is the output voltage is positive and current flows in negative direction. Hence it is called a second quadrant or class B chopper. This class B chopper is operating as a step up chopper. So this is the connection diagram for class B chopper, and we are assuming the current is flowing in this direction. From top to bottom, the current is flowing. So we are assuming that as positive current. So here we are having a chopper and we are connecting a diode here. This is supply voltage, and whenever we are going to observe the circuit in two cases, whenever the chopper is on and whenever the chopper is off. So in these two modes we need to observe. So first of all, whenever the chopper is on, whenever the chopper is on, due to the battery E, it is driving current in this closed path through chopper. The current will flow because the current will always search for low resistance path. As the chopper is on, it won't go through supply and it is flowing in this closed path. So inductor charges with the bottom as positive polarity, inductor charges in the opposite direction. Inductor charges in the opposite direction. So here we are getting positive, here we are getting negative, but the current through the inductor increases in the opposite direction to supply voltage. So inductor charges in the opposite direction. So current will be increasing like this. So inductor charges in the opposite direction. When chopper is on, current flows in this closed path. Current flows in this closed path, and the voltage across the inductor increases as the inductor charges. Current through the inductor increases. Current through the inductor increases. It stores the energy in the form of magnetic field. So whenever the chopper is off, the battery will drive the current through diode D and supply Vs in the direction like this. From battery, inductor, and through resistor, diode D, supply, then back to this battery. Current flows in this path. When the current is flowing in this path, the inductor will release the energy which is stored by the inductor in the same direction as current flows. So we will observe this waveform. So whenever we are giving trigger pulse to chopper, so chopper will be conducting for this much duration. The current which is flowing through chopper will be flowing in this direction, and the inductor charges. So current will be increases in the reverse direction like this. So whenever the chopper is off, the inductor will release the energy and the current flows in this closed path. So the current through the inductor will slowly decrease whenever the chopper is off, and we are getting a voltage across the load. So initially, when the chopper is on, the voltage across this load will be 0. The short circuit will be appeared across the load, so this is 0, and we are observing a DC voltage when the chopper is off. Okay, so this is the waveform representation for class B chopper, and we are going to see the modes of operation of class B chopper. Whenever the chopper is on, due to this battery, the current flows in this direction. As just now we have seen, current flows in reverse direction. We are assuming the current has to flow due to supply from top to bottom, but due to whenever we are switching on chopper, due to this battery, current is flowing in this closed path, and the supply won't conduct as we have placed a diode, so it is reverse biased. So this will open. This will act like a open circuit. So no current flow. Whenever the chopper is off, whenever the chopper is off, here we are having a open circuit. Now the current is flowing through diode, through supply, and back to this battery. So in this case also the current is negative. The voltage appeared at this as plus, and here minus. So in this case we are getting a output voltage, positive output voltage. So this positive appeared here, negative is appeared here. We are getting a positive voltage. Voltage is positive and current is negative. Voltage is positive, current is negative. We are getting operation in second quadrant. Second quadrant. So this is called class B chopper. We are getting operation in second quadrant. So in this case, V naught is positive, I naught is negative. Therefore, second quadrant operation. So in this, the power flows from load to source. Power is flowing from load to source. This class B chopper is therefore used in regenerative braking of DC motor. Next, we are going to discuss class C chopper. So this is regarding class C chopper in this graphical representation. So V naught is positive, and current in this quadrant is positive, and in this quadrant it is negative. So we are getting operation in quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. In class C chopper, we are getting operation in two quadrants, and the voltage is positive, current is positive in first quadrant, and it will be negative. So during operation of chopper, we are getting current like this. For a duration of time, we are getting positive current, and for a small duration of time, we are getting negative current. The output voltage is positive, whereas the current flows in both positive and negative directions. In class C chopper, the current flows in positive direction and negative direction. Hence, this type of chopper operates in first and second quadrants, and it is called as class C chopper. And this class C chopper is obtained by connecting a class A chopper and class B chopper in parallel. So if we operate both the choppers in parallel, we may get the operation of class C chopper. This is the connection diagram of class C chopper. It will be consisting of two choppers CH1 and CH2, and these are connected by two anti-parallel connection of diodes. So here we are having two diodes. Here we are having a source, supply source, DC source, and it will be connected through choppers and diodes through a battery through inductor. Through inductor, we are assuming this topmost point, this top point is positive and this is negative. This is representation for V naught whenever V naught is positive, and when the current is flowing from top to bottom, we are assuming it as positive current. So this is the sign convention. We are assuming I naught is positive, V naught is positive. This is a circuit diagram for class C chopper. The first quadrant working is there with CH1 and D2 on. So it is working in first quadrant. Class C chopper will be working in first quadrant. That is, voltage is positive and current is positive. When we are operating with the CH1 and D2, we are going to see modes of operation. We are going to see how it will be operating. In second quadrant, it is working when CH2 and D1 are on. When CH2 and D1 are on, it will be operating in second quadrant. And while operating with the class C chopper, we have to take one precaution. We should not turn on CH1 and CH2 simultaneously. If we turn on, it will act like a short circuit across DC supply. That's why we should not turn on CH1 and CH2 simultaneously. This precaution we have to take while operating the circuit. So whenever this CH1 is closed, the supply current will be flowing through CH1 through inductor, and it will be flowing through battery. In this closed path, the current will be flowing. In this closed path, the current will be flowing. If we open the CH1, the available energy across inductor will drive the current through D2. Will drive the current through D2. So earlier, whenever switch 1 is on, the inductor will charges with this left side terminal as positive. The energy is stored. Whenever the CH1 is off, the stored energy, the polarity reverse across inductor. Stored energy across inductor will drive the current. So the D2 will conduct and the current flows in this closed path. In the same direction, the current flows and the voltage is also positive. So whenever the CH1 and D2 are operating, this V naught is positive and I naught also positive. Okay, so when we turn on CH2, the available energy across this battery will drive the current in this closed path, and the inductor charges. And the inductor charges. And whenever we are opening the chopper CH2, the inductor will drive current through this path. So whenever this CH2 and D1 will operating, this positive will be appeared across this positive will be appeared across this. Voltage is positive, but the current is opposite. So we are getting negative current. So I naught is negative. Current is negative. So that's why whenever we are operating with CH1 and D2, we are getting first quadrant operation, and when the CH2 and D1 conducts, we are getting operation in second quadrant. Second quadrant means current negative. Current negative. So this is the modes of operation. So this supply will be connected through load whenever we are closing chopper, and the inductor charges with this polarity. Left side will be plus, and when we are opening the chopper, when we are switching off the chopper, the available energy across the inductor will drive current to flow in this direction through diode D2. The inductor discharge will discharge. And when we are turning on CH2, when we are closing the chopper 2, this battery will drive current in this closed path. So current is negative and voltage is positive, and the inductor will be charging. And when we are opening the chopper 2, the available energy across inductor will drive, as polarity will be reversed, will drive current in this closed path. So current is negative. Here current is negative, but voltage is positive. Voltage is positive. So these are the modes of operation for class C chopper. So these are the waveforms. So here we are representing the timing instants of chopper 1 and chopper 2, and here we are observing the current and voltage, output current and output voltage. So when we turn on chopper 1, the current through the inductor will increase. The current in positive direction it will increase, and it will reach maximum value. And when we are turning off CH2, the diode D2 will conduct and current will flow in this closed path. So the energy across inductor will decrease, current will slowly decrease, and whenever this chopper 1 is on, we are getting output voltage across the load, and whenever chopper is off, in this case the diode will be conducting. So across load, the voltage across diode will be appear, then output voltage will be 0. Output voltage will be 0. And when we turn on CH2, again the battery will drive current through chopper 2, and inductor will charge. So the current through the battery will be charging in the reverse direction, and this battery voltage will be appeared across the load in the reverse direction. And when the chopper CH2 conducts, the voltage available across this load will be 0. As CH2 conducts, V0 will be 0, but the inductor will be storing the energy in the reverse direction. And when we are opening the chopper 2, the current will flow through diode D1, and the energy across inductor will be dissipated. Slowly it will decrease, and it will repeat for further cycles. So these are the waveforms for class C chopper. Class C chopper. Next one is class D chopper, and it is also two quadrant chopper, but here the current is positive and voltage may be positive or negative. The output voltage is operated both positive and negative directions, but the current flows in positive direction. Hence it is called a two quadrant chopper, and it is operated in first and fourth quadrant. So this is the connection diagram for class C chopper. We are having two choppers, CH1 and CH2, two diodes D1 and D2, and this is the load, and we are assuming this left side as positive, and this sign convention we are assuming as positive voltage, and this direction of current from left to right current we are assuming as positive current across the load. So whenever we are operating in first quadrant, CH1 and CH2 will be operating. So whenever we are operating CH1 and CH2, the chopper will be operating in first quadrant, because when we are closing CH1 and CH2, the current will be flowing this from positive terminal of battery through CH1, through load, through CH2. Again, it will be going to negative terminal of battery. So in this path, the current will be flowing. So whenever the current is flowing, this positive will be appeared here and negative will be appeared here. So we not assume a direction, and this applied available output voltage direction are same. That's why we are getting positive voltage, and current will be flowing in this path, and which is same as azimuth direction. So that's why I naught is also positive. We are getting operation in first quadrant. First quadrant. And when we are opening the choppers at a time, then the current will flow in the same direction with available energy of inductor. When this current is flowing, the diodes D1 and D2 will conduct. Due to available energy of inductor, it will try to drive the current in the same direction. Because of that, current will flow from load through diode D1 through supply again to diode D2 again back to load. So in this direction the current flows. Whenever the current is flowing in this direction, this plus will be appeared across this, but we assumed here it is minus. So output voltage is negative and current is positive. Current is positive. In class D chopper, we are getting operation in quadrant 1 and quadrant 4. In quadrant 4, current is positive, voltage is negative. So these are the modes of operation. So, so this mode 1 will be whenever the chopper CH1 and CH2 are on, and these are on, so these are closed, current will be flowing in this closed path, and the voltage across load will be this side positive, and we are assuming this as positive. So it will be voltage is positive and current flows in this direction. So I naught also positive. And when we are opening the CH1 and CH2, the diodes will be forward biased with the available energy of the inductor. So here the polarity will be reversed as inductor is releasing the energy. The polarity will be reversed. This plus will be appeared across positive terminal of battery. So it is forward biased, and this minus will be appeared across n terminal of the battery. So it is forward biased. So current will be flowing in this path. When the current is flowing in this path, this plus will be appeared across this. So which is opposite to assumed direction of output voltage. So V naught is negative and the current is positive. So we are getting operation in quadrant 4. So these are the waveforms of class D chopper. So whenever the choppers are on, the current through the load will be increases, and whenever the choppers are off, current through the load will be decreases. Current through the load will be decreases, and this is the current which will be increasing whenever we are switching on the chopper through the inductor, and it will be reverses its polarity whenever we are turning off the chopper, and it will be decreases. And whenever we this is current through chopper, whenever the choppers are on, the current through the choppers will be slowly increasing as the inductor charges, and when it is off, current through the choppers will be zero. Similarly, when the choppers are on, current will be increasing. So these are the output voltages. When the choppers are on, we are getting output voltage across the output, and when the choppers are off, the polarity of inductor will be really reversed and getting negative voltage. So these are the waveforms representation for class D chopper. We observed that the average output voltage depends on time and off time of the chopper. When CH1 and CH2 are on, we are getting first quadrant operation. When CH1 and CH2 are off, we are getting operation in fourth quadrant. So next one is class E chopper. It is also called as all quadrant chopper. So in this we are getting operation in all the quadrants. First, second, third, fourth. All the quadrants we are getting operation. Load current and voltage flows in both positive and negative directions. Hence it operates in all four quadrants called a class E chopper. So this is the connection diagram for type E chopper, and here we are having four choppers CH1, CH2, CH3, CH4 and four diodes D1, D2, D3, D4. And here we are having a DC source. This will be connected through these polytronic components, and across the load the current and voltages will be available due to operating of these devices. And this is the waveform graphical representation, and in all quadrants we are getting operation. We are going to see how we are getting operation in all quadrants. So when we are switching on chopper 1 and chopper 2, this source will drive current through load in this path, and we are assuming the terminal F is more positive and terminal G is more negative. Then in that case this output voltage will be positive, and if current flows from this point F to point G, node F to node G, then the current is positive. Current flows from left to right, we are assuming as positive current, and this polarity F is positive and G is negative, then we are assuming as output voltage as positive. And when we are switching on CH1 and CH2, the DC supply will be appeared across the load, and current flows from source plus terminal CH1 through load through CH2, and it is again goes back to source. So in this closure path the current flows. When current flows in this path, the V naught will be available across the load, as plus terminal is available across F, the same sign convention assumed earlier. So that's why V naught is positive. And when CH1 and CH2 is turned on, current flows in the same direction as assumed. So current is also positive. V naught positive, I naught positive when CH1 and CH2 are operating. Okay. And inductor will store the energy with the left side as positive and right side as negative. When we turn off CH1 and CH2, the available energy across inductor will drive the current in the same direction as just now we discussed through diode D3 and diode D4. The energy available across inductor will be dissipated through diode D3 and diode D4. So this is the conducting path. Okay. So when the diode D3 and D4 are conducting, this plus is available across this in the reverse direction. So voltage is negative and the current is positive. Whenever the voltage is negative and current is positive, we are getting operation in this quadrant when this D3 and D4 are operating. So quadrant 4 chopper will be operating. We are going to see in detail clearly in modes of triggering modes of operation. And when we are turning on CH3 and CH4, the source will be available across the load through CH3 and CH4 in this closure path from VDC positive through CH3 through load, and from terminal E through CH4 and back to source. In this path the current will flow. When CH3 and CH4 are conducting, the source will be available across this at G as positive. We assumed here reference voltage as here negative terminal, but this positive is available. So that's why voltage is output voltage is negative, and we assumed the current direction as from left to right. But when CH3 and CH4 are operating, current is flowing through the load from right to left. From right to left. So that's why current is also negative. Here both V naught is negative and I naught also negative across the load. So inductor will store the energy in the opposite direction. So we are getting operation in quadrant 3. When we open chopper 3 and chopper 4, the inductor will drive current through diode D1 and diode D2, because with the available energy of inductor, will be reverses. So we are getting right side as positive terminal. This positive will be forward biasing diode D1 and it is forward biasing diode D2. So these two are in conduction. So inductor will dissipate the energy. Inductor will releases the energy and current flows from inductor diode D1 and the DC source through diode D2, and it is coming back to load. So in this closed path, the current will flow. So whenever the current is flowing in this closed path, this positive will be available across this point F. So V naught is positive and current is flowing from right to left. So current is negative. V positive, current negative. We are getting operation in quadrant 2. So we are getting operation in quadrant 2. So when we are operating this class E chopper, we are getting operation in all four quadrants. That's why it is called all four quadrant chopper. So type E chopper. The type E chopper is a four quadrant chopper. The type E chopper is parallel combination of two type C choppers. So when we operate two type C choppers in parallel combination, we get the operation of type E chopper. The combination of chopper CH1, CH2, diode D1 and diode D2 makes one type C chopper, and the other is made from CH3, CH4, D3 and D4. So this will constitute one another chopper. In quadrant 1, when chopper CH1 and CH2 are switched on, the load current flows through this positive terminal of DC source, point A, through chopper CH1, through load, this point G, CH2, point K, node K, and it will be going back to negative terminal of DC source. The output voltage and current are positive, therefore it is first quadrant operation. We are assuming output as this is positive and this is negative. And when these CH1 and CH2 are on, this plus is available here. So both plus, both here we are getting plus terminal and we are assumed this as plus. So V naught is positive and the current is flowing towards right side. We have assumed the same direction. So current is positive. We are getting first quadrant operation when this CH1 and CH2 are operating. And in second quadrant, when CH3 and CH4 are switched off, the stored energy across inductor will dissipate through. So actually when CH3 and CH4 are on, the current will flow in this direction and inductor will store the energy. Now when we are turning off the CH3 and CH4, the inductor will drive the energy through terminal G, load, point F, diode D1, again positive terminal of battery, the negative terminal of battery, again through diode D2, terminal H, again terminal G. So in this path the current will flow. Okay. The output voltage is positive. So this plus is available across this. So in this case output voltage is positive. Current is flowing from right to left. So current is negative. we're getting operation in second quadrant. Third quadrant, when CH3 and CH4 are switched on, the load current flows through plus terminal of source, so through CH3, and terminal node G through load, and through node F, node E through CH4, negative terminal of battery. So in this closed path, the current will flow. The output voltage and current both are negative, therefore we are getting third quadrant operation. And we are getting fourth quadrant operation when CH1 and CH2 are switched off. Stored energy across inductor will dissipate through. This energy will be dissipated through D3 and D4. The current path is from node F through load to node D, node G, node H through diode D3, and from positive terminal of battery, negative terminal of battery through diode D4, and it will be going to load. So when the current is flowing in this path, the output voltage is negative because this plus is available here. We are assuming here as negative. Reference voltage here is assumed as negative. So voltage is negative, current is positive during this period. Therefore, we are getting fourth quadrant operation. The DC supply is short circuited if CH1 and CH4 or CH2 and CH3 simultaneously switched on. So while operating, we should take care regarding that type E chopper. We should not turn on CH1 and CH4 simultaneously. Similarly, we should not turn on CH3 and CH2 simultaneously. So this precaution we need to take care. When chopper is works in first quadrant and third quadrant, the output voltage is always less than the input voltage, resulting it is step down operation of chopper. Similarly, when the chopper is worked in second and fourth, the output voltage is always greater than the input voltage, so it will be operating as a step up chopper. Today, we have discussed in detail regarding the class A, class B, class C, class D, and class E choppers. And this class E chopper is called as all four quadrant chopper. The output voltage and current of chopper are positive and negative respectively. Voltage positive, current negative. What is the type of chopper? So V positive, current negative, two second quadrant operation. So the chopper is class B. In the output voltage of a chopper is positive, whereas the current flows in positive and negative directions. So V positive, current positive and negative. So 1 and 2 quadrant operation, class C chopper. So answer is C, class D. Output of voltage is positive, but current flows in positive and negative directions. What is that? Actually, answer is class C. In class C, we are getting operation. Voltage is positive, current may be positive and negative. So this one. So voltage is positive, current positive and negative. So class C chopper. And in choppers, they are frequently asking on explain the classification of chopper with the neat diagrams. So in that case, we have to explain the class A chopper, class B, C, D, E in detail. Explain the operation of chopper in all four quadrants with the help of the circuit diagram. So in this case, we have to explain the class E chopper. We have to draw the connection diagram, and we have to explain the modes of operation of this class E chopper. And if you have any questions, you can ask the questions, or you can put the questions in comment box so that we will discuss in the next classes. Thank you all of you for your patient listening.